Hi there. Okay, so I've had a lot of questions and concerns about um, why my eyelashes look the way they do, and it's not been a bad thing, so I'm happy there. But people have been asking me quite a bit how I get them so large. Well, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna attempt to show you, but it's kind of hit and miss because this isn't really a mirror effect. Um, well, first of all, I start out with my lash stiletto, and I love my lash stiletto with all my heart. So it's a fairly simple project here, but a lot of people tend to not be able to do it. So I'm gonna attempt to teach without using my own face. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my little sister in. And before we teach my full-on look, I'm going to show you her two eyes. And I've had a lot of questions about Lash Boss because the new commercial came out. People have been asking me, what do I think about the Lash Boss? And I do not like Lash Boss on my eyes, but it does work for a natural look on littler girls, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so if you look at her eyes, look up, it gives a lot more broadened look, and it looks a lot more natural. Now, if I were to put that on me, it would not look as great, so I tend to keep with black, which is not always the best thing. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that on her as well. Again, this is for lengthening, so I will show you the lengthening step by step. Okay, and this is going to take a little bit. And this one does kind of have a not so hot smell, but you kind of get past it because it doesn't smell awful. It just smells like mascara. It's got that almost the glue smell to it from the compact in the mascara. And I like that smell, but apparently some don't, and that would be my little sister. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and show you that already. And it already makes a difference. And again, we're going to be looking at this eye now. Now we'll go ahead and look up and show them. And that's already given it so much body and length compared to this one that is more the natural look again, like I said. We're going to go ahead and put a headband on her. Will you put a headband in the bathroom? Now for my next thing, I usually go to the Define-A-Lash. And the Define-A-Lash is more length as well, but I like to put on double length before I put on volume because it makes things easier. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And this also is pretty time consuming, so I'm sorry if you don't like time consuming makeup projects, but this is definitely one of them. But I will give some cheat tips here in a minute. Okay, and I only put that on top, and it already makes it a little fuller, but it's also a lot more. And again, we're looking at this one. Okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and put this on her. Okay. Now, I'm going to skip over the colossal because I don't really have any left, but I'm going to go straight to the collagen. And again, I told you guys that the collagen is very thick, okay? And this, see, that's what it came off with. That's how thick it is. And pretty nasty, but it's gnarly and freaking lovely. Okay, and that's the final look. Go ahead and look up and show them all around. Look up, show them the normal look, okay? And that's about how mine look. Mine look a little different because I usually have a highlighted eyeliner to it, and so that's pretty well how it ends up going. I want to show you guys the full Clinique look, sorry, and I'm going to show you that on bare eyes that are completely naked right now. Come on and sit. And Again, it is a lot different than the normal look, really. It tends to look. It's more just length and no volume. So it's going to be different for you guys. Okay. And again, I told you in one of my last videos that this was pretty time consuming. And again, this is all length, and it's pretty hard to master on how to get the length fitted to your eye shape, but we'll talk about that in another video. But real quick to preview on that, you want to try to broaden your eye look in general, because it'll make your eyes look a lot better and devious. Sorry, these are little beginners, they blink a lot. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you that. And it's that eye, go ahead and look up for them. And it's, here, I'm going to bring you closer. It's a lot prettier than some of the other things that people tend to try to pull off with their face shape. See, it's very lengthening, very, very modest. Now, another thing I was told to talk about was my smoky eye look, but I'm not gonna attempt to do it. A lot of people have asked me how I do color blending, and I'm gonna attempt to show you that as well. These are the typical colors I use from Beauty Boutique, because I was told not to use MAC in this video because I always use MAC. Beauty Boutique is my favorite besides MAC, and it's not as great as pigment as MAC, but again, I was told that I couldn't really use MAC today. So I'm going to go ahead and show that as well, because we already have two eyes done over there. I'm going to do a softer baby look on her, which is going to be brown and pink. And that seems like an awful culmination, but it's not. Okay, so I'm going to take the all-around matte look, and I used for the brown the mousse, chocolate mousse. And now I'm going to dust my brush off lightly, and I'm going to use Plush's Pink, no, yes, this is Plush's Pink right there, okay, and I'm going to use my wispy brush with that, and I'm going to dab it off with my, with blowing, sorry, little spastic moment. And you really want to make sure that the eye gets completely covered, and it's just a well-rounded background to it. And you're going to have them look up, and you're going to dab that Plush's Pink just along the under eye, and it'll make things a lot easier. Now we're also going to finish this look up with a brown, so we're going to go ahead and zoom in on this eye, and can you see that plush pink on it? And the eye is just very, very lightly there. Okay, well, we're going to mix this up with a brown color to it to just give the tint. Because you're using the chocolate mousse brown, so you don't, I mean, a black would look fine, but you don't want to overthink the eye. You don't want to take away the natural look. Okay, go ahead and look up. Okay. We're going to go ahead and show that eye again. And look up for them so they can see how the look just completely finalized the look, and it made things a lot easier and very pretty. Go ahead and look straight into the camera. And this is our broad look, and this is our dull baby look, and it's a lot easier to work with. Okay. Again, with the contour brush that people told me to give them a less expensive brush items, and I'm going to go ahead and attempt to do that, but it's kind of hard because I can't really top MAC. MAC is